Every week I'm getting more and more excited for the snowboard season to start. But today I am especially excited because I just got a big old shipment of snowboard gear in. We got 2 big boxes, 2 little boxes. So let's get into opening these puppies up. I am still currently recovering from my ankle surgery, but these boxes are getting me plenty excited to take my mind off the boot and have my hands on my snowboard gear for the season. So without waiting any longer, let's get into this unboxing. And I want to start with this big box first. I'll make some room, get this stuff out of the way. Now, what's in these boxes is extra special to me because it's kind of a new transition for me in my snowboard gear. And in this first one, we've got a sick board. This right here is gonna be my park board. I'm also gonna take this board out in the streets this year to get some clips stacked up. But here it is, check it out. We got the Capita DOA. This thing looks so sick, and it looks even better in person than images online. I'm gonna be riding this board in the 158, and then I'm pairing it up with what is in this other box right here. So let's check this one out. Before we get to the main thing in here, there's an extra thing that I ordered. A little piece of apparel. Woo! That sick green Capita shirt, that thing is money. I love their graphics and I can't wait to be repping those guys. But the big thing in this box is, you guessed it, a fresh pair of Unions. I've never ridden a Capita board before or a pair of Union bindings. So I'm really excited to get on this gear this year. And this binding right here is a pretty park specific binding. It's a little on the softer side for what I'm used to, but I wanted to try it out because this is a binding we sell in the shop and I'm really excited, so check it out. We got the fire red Strata bindings. This is gonna look unreal with this board. Because I had a pretty wide variety of options to look at, I was trying to pair everything up best I could color-wise, and I think that this is the perfect color combo. So with this Strata binding, I've got the smaller mini disc. That makes for a little more movement underfoot. That's something that I haven't ridden, so I'm excited to try that out. And then we've got this fully rubberized platform. This helps to dampen a lot of chatter and chunder from riding through some bumpy stuff and just take a little bit of pressure, add some more cushion underfoot. So really excited to try this binding out, the Union Strata. I'm rocking this in the medium size for my setup. And let's check out what's in those other boxes. We'll go with this big boy first. Or maybe we'll save that one. Maybe we'll go with the small box first. Leave the big one for the last big surprise. Like I was saying, I'm extra excited to be rocking this Capita gear this year because I am now riding for Capita. In the past 5 years, I had been riding for Salomon, and now things are just switching up a little bit. So I'm more than pumped to now be repping Capita and Union. This is like the sickest thing that could have happened, and I can't wait to get some sick content to show you guys through the winter on this new gear. So this setup right here, this small box and this big box, I got hooked up with, and that just makes it even better. Another Union box. This is a different pair of bindings than the Stratas. This is a binding I've been checking out for a few years, and I'm really excited to get on it. But what we've got is the Union Atlas. This binding is really dope. They upgraded it last season. So we got injected molded straps to keep the pressure even across the boot. No foam to tear, so these things will last forever. And then there's also a little bit of rubber on the base of the binding to just add some more cushion on those really hard impacts. The black and white, I think, is also the sickest colorway that they came out with in this binding this year. And it's gonna match up perfect with what's in this big box. So let me show you. In this big one, we've got baby. This is a brand new board for this year, and it is the exact style of board that I love to ride. So I was freaking out when I got the call that this Capita deal was gonna happen for me this year, and I couldn't be more excited coming off an ankle surgery and all this fresh gear. So check it out. We got the Capita Mega Mercury. This is a brand new board for this year. Last year, the Mercury was a really good seller, and they amped it up a little bit, adding some carbon in here, lightening up the core components. So we've got a super snappy, all-mountain, well-rounded board. This is what Arthur Longo rides, and he boosts the biggest side hit airs you've ever seen out of anybody, and that's what I'm hoping to be doing. So we got the black and white spaceship-looking board with the black and white Union Atlas. This is one of the sickest colorways I've ever had for a full setup with the full black and white. Gonna be looking like an astronaut out there, boosting to the moon, hopefully. And this thing feels so good. Just holding it, it feels a little lighter with these 3D components in the top sheet that help to reduce some of the weight. So it has a little less swing weight, and it just looks so good. I cannot even believe this. 2 new full setups from Capita and Union. This is gonna be the board that I'm ripping everywhere on the mountain besides the park. Rails tend to beat up your board, and I wanted to keep this really nice, so that's why I got the other park board. So I'm gonna be ripping this on the groomers, on all the side hits, in the powder, and in the backcountry a little bit. So the preseason is obviously the time when everybody's getting their gear dialed like I am. And I would love to know what you guys are rocking this year for a setup, whether it's a brand new full setup or something you've just been loving for the past few seasons. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are getting on this year. And there you have it. I'm officially riding Capita for the foreseeable future, along with Union Bindings. And the season is right around the corner. I've got a few weeks until I can even walk on this puppy, and then another month or so till I can get out on snow. But in the meantime, we're gonna be dropping a ton of contents, whether it's board reviews every Wednesday or fun edits from the homies in the preseason parks, and then a whole bunch of other stuff too. So stay tuned. Peace.